comes to seaside destinations, there's one location that attracts us Brits more than anywhere else on the planet.
With gorgeous climate, stunning coastline and rich history, it's no surprise that we flock to the shores of the Mediterranean.
Bordered by Europe, Africa and Asia, this sea in the middle of the land has a coastline stretching 28,000 miles and attracts a staggering 1/3 of the world's international tourists.
But there's more to the Med than holidays. It's a place people love to call home. Can you imagine waking up with a view like that every single day?
On my journey around this diverse region, I'll explore the fascinating architecture.
What an amazing place. I mean, the coast is beautiful.
Get hands-on to experience life as a local.
Why are there all these supercars in Monaco and you can only go 30 miles an hour?
50 kilometers per hour.
And meet the lucky people with truly amazing homes by the Med.
I'm noticing a rather finely located hammock.
You've actually got to book a spot for it in the summer months.
This week I'm in the south of Spain and the package holiday paradise of the Costa del Sol, where modernist masterpieces frame incredible views.
This is the crown and glory of the house, isn't it?
Rambling hilltop hideaways are pretty in pink. And glamorous villas embrace this energetic stretch of the Med.
That's a pretty astonishing view from a pool, isn't it?
Yes.
This
amazing.
is the view of the Costa del Sol, definitely.
Yeah.
Up until the 1960s, this was just another rather beautiful piece of the Andalusian coastline. And then, with the boom in mass market tourism, it got renamed the Costa del Sol. And while it is a marketing campaign adventure, the Coast of Sun has stuck because that thing shines most of the time.
Tourists flock to its endless beaches from all over the world, but that's just one aspect of its many charms. And seduced by its stunning vistas and relaxed culture, many end up staying here for good. The Costa del Sol stretches for around 100 miles. Its coastline is peppered with resorts whose names are synonymous with package holidays. I'm arriving on the Coast of Sun on Los Cifros, a sleek vessel named after the mythical Greek god of wind. I'm breezing into the popular resort of Benol Madina, just south of Torremolinos. It's a place where high-rise hotels sprawl along the shore. And high-end yachts pack its marina.
It's a very interesting and actually slightly conflicting bit of coastline, this, the Costa del Sol. Because on one hand it has lots of natural beauty, but on the other hand it is a perfect example of rampant overdevelopment. But if you see beyond that and actually step away from the coast, you can still find beautiful little villages and unspoilt landscape. It's just a matter of looking.
Even this sprawling metropolis was built around a tiny pueblo. And it's to the magical charms of these traditional villages of whitewash and terracotta that so many Brits keep losing their hearts.
This is typical Andalusian architecture. As you can see, the houses are really huddled together. They're all whitewashed with very small windows and doors, all in an effort to keep out the heat of the sun. Ironically, the thing that attracted all of those recent arrivals.
But But the first house I'm going to visit turns this tradition on its head. From Benol Madina, I'm travelling southwest along the coast road to the outskirts of Marbella. To the casual observer, this is what passes for Spanish suburbia. Conservative houses safely hiding behind their bougainvillea-clad walls. But as I delve a little deeper, it's clear one of them is boldly challenging the status quo. Rippling with angular contours, this huge four-bedroom modernist villa is a masterclass in how to manage the dual benefits of light and shade. It's a house that provides the perfect contrast for a designer more used to the grey skies of Norway and London, Ollie Paulsen. However, Ollie's quest for perfection meant rejecting thousands of other possibilities before ending up here.
You've looked at 2,500 houses.
Yeah.
What specifically about this one captured your attention?
Well, I think location. Then you have to have the direction of the house, southwest, west, so you get the evening sun, which is very important. Then we were after something which was simple, not very Spanish. So we wanted something where the light could come through the windows and play with the colours and textures inside, which I think is very important.
So big windows?
Big windows is very important.
When Ole and his wife Ruth took this home on, it was an abandoned, unfinished shell, which allowed them to infuse the interior with their distinctive Scandinavian style.
It's quite an interesting sort of basic space, though, isn't it? The way that it folds and cranks as it moves through.
Mm-hmm. It was quite a difficult space because it was very long, but we didn't want to make smaller rooms out of it. So how do you furnish this place? So we thought we need to do something. So we actually brought in the fireplace.
So it's just a matter of sort of polishing it and giving it a bit of character.
Lift.
Yeah,
just a bit of a lift.
Tucked behind that custom-made fireplace is a living area full of calm, with natural oak panelling and integrated white lacquered bookshelves and drawers, all so Scandi. Floors do have a Spanish flavour. Local Crema Marfil marble runs throughout the house and keeps things cool underfoot. However, that's where similarities to the local vernacular end.
The Spanish houses are known for small rooms, small windows, very little light because they want to keep the heat out, of course, and we're quite the opposite.
I mean, a lot of sunshine and light.
It is. As much as possible, outside, inside.
Should we go look at the garden?
Let's do that.
It is lush, isn't it? Because this part of Spain seems quite dry, but this little valley here is almost the opposite.
It is.
It's a fascinating house which, from both inside and out, breaks so many Spanish conventions. Its stark modernist profile, the complete absence of terracotta anywhere near the roof, even the location and design of the pool set it apart. Perhaps only an outsider could get away with it.
There's no view from here as such. You can't see the Mediterranean. But here, I think you have a very good atmosphere with the green, with the wall, and with the pool.
Did you add this timber work in here?
Yeah, we did.
It's really nice. It also ties it to the house. We've got that timber shading up there.
We tried to sort of bring the various elements all the way through, so you don't have lots of different things happening, but you bring the design elements with you.
It's like echoes.
Yes, echoes as you go through the house.
The house has a real sense of fluidity between the different spaces, like where bedroom balconies create open-air rooms below. It all blurs the lines between what's inside and out. Flow back into the house and a high-gloss marble stair and stainless steel handrail leads you to the upper floors, where landings host impromptu TV lounges.
So there's another little sitting area here.
It is. It's the gaming area.
Okay.
Which leads on to 4 bedrooms.
So this is the master bedroom suite.
This is where we sleep.
Very nice. This ceiling's quite interesting, isn't it?
It is. And I was trying to put the bed right under it, but it didn't quite work. Because I thought, yeah, I mean, this ceiling tells the bed to be underneath
it.
Yeah.
Well, it's central, it works.
While the bed might not be perfectly positioned, the private balcony more than makes up for it. But all this is a mere sideshow to the astonishing space Ollie has created on the roof. A split-level, tennis court-sized sun terrace with an elevated outlook across the Costa.
What a view!
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. This is the crown and glory of the house, isn't it?
It's amazing.
What a view.
If you look at this view, yeah.
Beautiful. I mean, these mountains are fantastic, and it's really green and lush.
You can spend hours just sitting here watching the view.
What I love about this part of Spain is when you stand at the edge and you go, that's Africa. And you just think, right, that runs for thousands of miles all the way down to South Africa.
Incredible. The end of Europe.
Up here, dappled sunlight plays through an Oroco hardwood pergola, continuing the overarching theme of harnessing the rampant Spanish sun.
It's a big house, but it doesn't feel like it. And it just has a real richness of space and a variety that is quite amazing, you know, in a building this size.
It is actually quite nice when you have the family here to be together. But sometimes it's nice to get away and let them get on with it and just read a book and sit by yourself. And you can actually do that, even if the house is full.
Well, I think it's lovely. I can see, you know, 2,500. You found a good one in the end, though.
Yeah, what can I say? We love it.
Surveying the coast from Ollie's superb vantage point has given me a fabulous taste of what the Costa del Sol has to offer. As my travels continue, I discover a renovated 1960s villa whose owners are perfectly in tune when it comes to interior styling.
I think at the end he's decided that he just lets me get
One
on
has
with
to
it.
harmonise, you know?
Yes.
While confusion reigns for a couple at their sprawling pink palace in the hills near Marbella.
How many bedrooms have you got?
Oh, 12?
12 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms.
Not 10.
Oh, 10.
I'm on the Costa del Sol, a stretch of Spanish coastline alive with gorgeous landscapes and breathtaking views. Successive empires, Roman, Moors and Christians have all built fine monuments here, a treat for anyone seeking pleasures beyond the modern tourist's headlong rush for the sun, which often begins here in Malaga.
Now, most people just use it as a place to fly in and out of. But if you take the time to explore, you will be richly rewarded. Because things like this lurk in amongst its streets. Now, this is a Roman theatre, and behind it, what an amazing backdrop. That is a Moorish castle. It is like a little microcosm of Mediterranean history.
Wander its cobbled streets and the city's architectural heritage continues to delight, especially La Manquita, Malaga's Renaissance cathedral. In its shadow amongst the Baroque buildings of Plaza del Obispo, I'm meeting retired surgeon David Jackson and his wife Louise.
Malaga's a very intriguing city, isn't it? Because in a way, it's sort of tarred with the same brush as the whole Costa del Sol, but it is a very historic and very cultured place, isn't it?
It is. It actually has changed tremendously in the last 5 years, but certainly 15 years.
Yeah, it's gone through a renaissance really in the last 5 years.
And what is it about this place that you really like?
Everything. I like it. I like the size. It's small enough to be able to walk all over without a car.
It's really manageable, yeah.
Very manageable.
There's always something happening. It's amazing when you live here. There's theatre, there's culture, there's always something going on to entertain one, so...
Louise spent her childhood in Spain, while David, who's originally from Salford, has been coming here for 40 years. So when it came to finding his dream home by the Med, he knew exactly where to look. His search led him a short drive south of the city to Rancho Domingo. And And to a villa deemed so architecturally important, it's now protected by the Spanish government. With its low-profile structure, shallow sloping roofs with distinctive overhangs and elongated windows, this house was influenced by the prairie houses of legendary American architect Frank Lloyd Wright. This stunning house was the centerpiece of an exclusive 1960s development designed to tempt Hollywood stars away from the madness of Beverly Hills to what was peace and tranquility here. And I'm quickly under its spell.
Gosh, there's a real contrast, isn't there, to the outside and the inside, whereas it looks quite traditional from the outside, but in here you know that this is a sort of an early modernist interior.
Mm-hmm.
It is. That was the whole idea behind it. It was in Frank Lloyd Wright's era of the ranch-style housing. And his philosophy is you must be able to see volume and never extension. So what you don't find in his house is a great long corridor with very large rooms leading off it. You don't do that. So you have one large space like this, but you can't see any other rooms in here apart from through that door.
So exploring and unfolding as you move through it rather than one hit.
And natural light as well.
Wright was a pioneer of open plan design. He used large windows with the addition of higher clerestory windows to connect inside and out, and utilized impressive fireplaces to create a central focal point. His influence is clearly evident here, writ large in brick and stone.
The bricks were obtained from a mosque outside Córdoba.
This paintwork that you see on the odd brick,
That's right, yeah.
that's part of the sort of the fresco decoration from
That's correct, yes, it is, yeah.
For a house of such fine pedigree, there's an interior to match. Marble floors from Greece and Portugal have replaced the original rough, bare brick. Onyx, shipped in from Pakistan, creates an exuberant bathroom, while the former rustic bedroom has been totally transformed.
It's big, isn't it? It is clearly luxurious, but the house still is the star to my eyes.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's
Yes.
what you've been trying to do.
Absolutely, not taking away the character.
And what about the decor inside? Who's in charge of that area?
David is, as you can tell, a very colourful person.
Yes.
So his house was full of colour.
Was it?
A lot of colours, purples and blues and greens. And we're still working on pieces because we've got very different taste. So I think at the end he's decided that he just lets me get
One
on
has
with
to
it.
harmonise, you know?
Yes.
What Louise and David have orchestrated here is a 4-bed villa that exudes classic, luxurious living. Warm hues of teak, bird walnut and oak opulently combined with carefully selected antique furniture. Head outside to the terrace and it's the scenery that steals the show.
That's a great view from a pool, isn't it?
Yes, it's absolutely stunning. Awesome, as my son would say.
Would you say awesome?
He'd say awesome.
That's fantastic, though.
It's panoramas like this that lured hotshots from Hollywood to Rancho Domingo, including legendary screenwriter Dale Wasserman, who penned the classic Man from La Mancha. It's a place that boasts everything the stars of 60s Tinseltown could desire.
This
Amazing.
is the view of the Costa del Sol, definitely.
Yeah.
Blue pool, blue skies, blue Mediterranean.
I suppose because they built the house here first, they had the pick of the spots, didn't they?
They
They
did.
did indeed, yeah.
With its whiff of Hollywood glamour, this mansion harks back to a golden age before mass tourism and cheaper properties saw the huge urbanisation of the Costa del Sol. But before I leave, I'm keen to see if David and Louise would have written the script any other way.
How do you feel that when you came here there was nothing and now you look out on all of that? Is that a sort of a bittersweet sensation?
Yeah, it is really, because, you know, life's changed, the development's gone on all over the place here, and of course it's crammed up, but With it has come a much more modern Spain.
And I think that development is what's given us expats, or the tourist who comes, that quality that maybe wouldn't have been there had it remained that rural, unbuilt place, which beautiful to look at but impractical to live in.
The narrative for this enchanting slice of coast might be constantly changing. But here at Rancho Domingo, a tantalising part of its allure remains. As someone passionate about buildings and architecture, the built-up beachfront resorts like Fuengirola don't really light my fire. So for my next home, I'm heading off the well-trodden coastal track to a spot in the foothills of the Sierra Blanca Mountains near Marbella.
Now, the thing about the Costa del Sol and its reputation for high rises and lots of development is actually it's only built up in a very thin strip running along the coast. And just a couple of kilometers inland, you have big, wild, open mountains. And it's here that I'm going to see my next house.
Peeking through the lush palms is an intriguing property of pink walls and pantile roofs. Which reveals itself to be a vast rosé residence. Sat in splendid isolation atop its very own hillside oasis. And that provides it with the most stunning of coastal vistas. It's owned by former nightclub impresario Daniele Filetti and his wife Kitty.
Hello.
Hello, Charlie. Welcome. Welcome to Finca Los Rincones.
What an amazing spot up on this hill. Hello.
Welcome.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
It's very pink, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a girl house.
Is it? Why is it a feminine house?
Full of women.
Is it? And how old is it? Because it looks pretty old.
Well, this is actually from 1940.
Okay. I imagine in this part of Spain, that makes it relatively old,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, and at that time, they still were building with stones, with no bricks, just really stones. It was a real stone house.
Typically, rural houses like this would have been washed with a mixture of lime and terracotta, which gave them their distinctive pink hue.
Well, can we go have a look inside?
Yeah, sure. Come in.
Inside, it's a more masculine affair, full of solid dark wood, very much in keeping with authentic Spanish farmhouses.
It's quite traditional in here, isn't it?
Yeah, very.
And quite small in terms of the span of the roof. So
And small windows to keep the heat out and the cold out. It's the old style.
Custom may have dictated the size of individual rooms, but later I'll discover another Marbella tradition that Daniele and Kitty like to serve up.
Wow!
Which causes me to slip up.
Wow, no!
And the incredible seaside boathouse, where anything seems possible.
I'm expecting to see Leonardo DiCaprio standing on the end.
I'm hoping to.
Yeah.
I'm exploring the sun-drenched Costa del Sol, one of the most popular coastlines in Spain. I've headed 12 miles northwest of Marbella to a stunning hilltop hideaway, where owners Daniele and Kitty Filetti have turned a former peasant's home into an extraordinary mansion.
So how big is it? Because it looks a bit like a kind of a warren. It sort of steps down
Well,
the hill.
now all in all, it's about 760 square meter covered, and then
Okay.
all the terraces. And when we first got it, was about 250. Try to keep exactly the style, all the kind of Arabic touches.
So you really slowly,
Tripled it, kind of.
over 25 years?
No. We did it in 1 year.
But
Yeah, that was like done. Yeah, no, we did it in 1 year.
Working with a team of English builders to his own design, Daniele built a rambling but highly functional home for not just his family of 4, but his best friend's family of 4 too, creating their own mini village in the mountains. Interiors are simply furnished with hints of the exotic. Moroccan floor tiles, textiles, and decorative Arabic lanterns all add a flavour of Marrakesh to this home.
And how many bedrooms have you got?
Oh, 12?
12 bedrooms.
12, more or less 12, 13
Yeah.
bedrooms, 10 bathrooms.
You don't even know how many bedrooms you've got, Kitty. Come on.
Oh, yeah, 12. I'd say 12.
Yeah.
That's a lot of bedrooms. I think I could lose count if I had 12 bedrooms.
And I think we have, what, 7 bathrooms?
No, 10.
10.
See? She's getting away with it.
Well, can we have a look around then?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's
Okay.
go.
There's more pink down here as well. It's sort of like a traditional Spanish town.
Yeah,
village.
it's a little village.
Down in the communal living area, ceilings of double-layered terracotta roof tiles provide both insulation and character.
It's a wonderful room with a fantastic view as well. Got some really nice light and dark things going on in here.
Yeah, yeah.
An inglenook fireplace inspired by a single piece of wood found by Daniele provides a focus during Spain's short winter.
Our vision was, let's build a house as if it would be a whole house that we renovate, that we restore.
Do you think because you evolved the design as you were building, that helped give it this very rich visual kind of character?
I think so, yeah. So you want to create big spaces for the kids to play, for the grown-ups to meet, kind of the convent kind of idea. You know, everybody has his little private space, but then a lot of common space.
It's a wonderfully quirky house, which despite being created by an Italian and a Greenlander, has managed to fuse key Spanish influences. An achievement which, as I can see from this traditional Andalusian wrought iron balcony, includes another regional speciality at the end of the garden.
So you've got a tennis court?
Well, it's paddle tennis.
Paddle tennis.
Paddle tennis. It's a game that started in Mexico, came over to Marbella, became very famous in Marbella, and went to Argentina, where now there is World Championships and is sport number 2 in Argentina. Yeah, that looks good, that looks good.
According to Daniele, the game's a concoction of squash
Wow.
and tennis.
What a... Wow.
But that just serves to make me twice as competitive.
No, that was out.
But it's going to be some time before I'm ready to face any world champions from Argentina.
Wow, no. Oh, no.
That's commitment.
I've loved spending time with Daniele and Kitty at their unique home. But they can keep their paddles. I'll stick to my surfboard. For anyone who can cope with a bit of healthy competition when looking for somewhere to buy, the Costa del Sol property market delivers plenty of winners. This 3-bedroom townhouse on the outskirts of Marbella signals a purple patch in new builds based on the traditional Spanish pueblo. Part of a compact community of just 77 homes, it comes with its own street-facing courtyard, ideal for picking up the juiciest of village gossip. Last thing I heard, it was yours for £300,000. Perched high on the hillside around Nerja, this 3-bedroom nest egg comes with an eagle-eye view of the coast. With 3 separate sun terraces, its own private pool, and a lower floor that would easily convert into a 2-bed apartment, there's plenty of room to spread your wings. It's on the market for £532,000, if numbers like that don't put you in a flap. If that's whetted your appetite for the high life, then how about this? una villa ultimo moderno. Even in English, it couldn't sound any better. With half a dozen bedrooms and bathrooms, as well as huge open-plan living and dining spaces, it's handily placed for some of Spain's most popular golfing. On offer for £3 million, it's luxury living down to a T. My next stop takes me away from the wide, endlessly flat beaches of the tourist resorts to an area where the coastal landscape becomes infinitely more rugged. I've come up the coast east of Malaga, where it's a bit more wild and rocky, and I'm here to see the next house on my southern Spanish odyssey. And it's called El Barco, the ship. And it's just up there. And I think you can see very clearly why it got that name. An iron seahorse figurehead on a curved concrete prow cuts through the pines like a vintage steamship heading out to sea. Sleek lines, an elongated profile, and rows of sea-facing balconies draw their influence from the ships that come to marvel each year at this bejeweled Mediterranean shore. Even the doorway looks like it's been rescued from a huge Spanish galleon, and I'm here to meet its owners, Monica and Andrew.
Hi.
Hello, Andrew.
Hi. How are you?
Hello, Monica.
What's your head?
What a lovely door. That's a beautiful thing.
Original from the convent.
From a convent?
Yeah, Spanish convent.
It's wonderful, isn't it? Yes. And this lovely double height space, the internal balcony.
Yeah.
And the view of the sea. Oh, I like that. I'm just leading my way here. I hope you don't mind.
Sure.
Oh, lovely.
So this is the view.
I didn't expect quite how sort of uninterrupted it is and how private it feels.
That's why we fell in love with this plot. And we saw it, when was it? We rented
14
it
years ago.
14 years ago. There was
Our oldest was 2 weeks old, and we were looking for places to relax after the birth.
It's easy to see how the first home that stood on this site earned its name. However, chemical engineer Monica and Andrew, a banking consultant from Cheshire, were entranced more with the location. So after badgering Barco's owner for almost a decade to sell up, they finally succeeded, allowing them to build a new dream home on this sensational cliff-top perch. There was this very ugly house on a very nice plot.
Yeah.
I mean, the plot is nice. 9 years of chasing it down. I mean, that's commitment.
At one point he said, yes, I will sell. And then he said, no, I won't sell. So he was really driving us crazy. But I knew I wanted it, so.
And what were the big ideas that you tried to build into the new house, the replacement house?
Well, light. And I mean, in Spain, the orientation is very important. So everything, we wanted south facing, every bedroom, we wanted sea views.
The couple has travelled the world, returning home with influences and treasures. Sari tapestries from India, furniture made from recycled Balinese teak, and a bathroom created with distinctive Moroccan tadalite. It creates a fascinating fusion of styles. So it's quite an international house. You've got a bit of Bali,
My mother says eclectic. So my mother calls it. Not in a good way.
I was going to say the way she says that.
No.
No, Mum, it's okay.
Yeah.
But it's very homely. It's not sort of, I can imagine it's a very kind of comfortable house to be in. And the spaces flow. It's not all one open plan space. The individual mix continues in the kitchen, where crisp white cabinetry is combined with a textured timber worktop and Islamic-inspired floor tiles designed by Monica herself. Over 4,000 square feet of terrazzo tiles link the house, terrace and swimming pool, where a decadent daybed awaits. Head upstairs and the sleeping accommodation has also been arranged to soak up the stunning coastal scenery. So all the bedrooms face out towards the sea?
All south facing.
And they've all got their own
private balcony.
They have a little balcony.
While El Barco's captain's suite flows out onto a double balcony reminiscent of an ocean liner's stern.
Look at that. That's spectacular.
Isn't it?
Wow, yeah, beautiful. I know it's Barco because of the prow, the promontory on that terrace, but actually the whole
house
bit feels a bit like you're at the end of the boat because you don't get a sense that there's any land beyond.
Yeah.
I'm expecting to see Leonardo DiCaprio standing on the end.
I'm hoping to.
Yeah. It's such a unique location.
It
and,
is. It is.
And what you've done with it is beautiful. I think it's a really nice house. And the fact there's a couple of guys catching waves down there.
That made your day.
That means this house would be perfect for me. It's absolutely perfect.
Very good.
From Monica and Andrew's ship-shaped home, later I get the chance to set sail on the Med for real.
You're telling me that the Med is better sailing than the North Sea? Is that what you're trying to say?
What do you think?
Yeah.
And my adventures in Andalusia end with a flourish of flamenco.
Somehow it feels like you're a world away. This is Andalusia.
This is the real Spain, you know.
I'm on the final part of my trek along the beautiful Costa del Sol, a stretch of Mediterranean glittering with gorgeous places to live and equally fabulous possibilities for play.
Tourists have been flocking to this part of the world for decades, and it's pretty easy to see why. Great scenery, good food, and fantastic weather. And it's why thousands of Brits have decided to live here permanently. And I've come to Marina del Estee, just off the Costa del Sol, to meet a UK couple who have decided to make Andalusia home.
Marina del Estee is one of the most exclusive harbours on this stretch of the coast. It's a place where sailing takes centre stage. And it's here amongst the gleaming yachts that Brits Stephen and Maggie Harris have found themselves permanently moored. With an apartment above the harbour and a boat charter business sailing from it.
I've sailed the whole of the Spanish coastline and I would suggest this is the most beautiful spot in the whole of Spain.
We love it, as do all our guests.
Well, should we cast off or make way? What do you do?
We go sailing.
Let's go sailing. I'm not very experienced at this. Should we go sailing then?
As we cruise out of the marina, I'm given a quick lesson in how to crew.
And then that, and then press that. Yeah. Whoa! That's quick.
That's it, perfect.
God, there's a lot of rope handling in this thing, isn't it? It's all right for you, just standing there holding onto the big wheel.
Once my rigging's righted, we're on our way.
Sailing should be about enjoyment, about relaxation, good weather, cool winds, and you get all of that here.
So you're telling me that the Med is better sailing than the North Sea? Is that what you're trying to say?
What do you think?
Yeah, I'd probably give you that one.
Maggie, who's from the Scottish Highlands, and Essex-born Stephen came to Spain independently, but a shared love of sailing brought them together.
I met Stephen at sea. He was chartering his yacht with some guests on board. He had crew on board and he decided to have a swim. So he swam over.
And climbed onto your boat?
And he climbed onto the boat. And that was it.
Wow, that's pretty romantic, Steve.
Sailing's not for everyone, and when the wind dies, it's not for anyone. But that's not the only thing on offer with these two.
It's easing off a bit now, so we can do some fishing.
Fishing. I'm not a good fisherman, though. Are you?
You've got to be better than me.
Really? Woo!
Come on, Charlie, you've got to catch something.
The only thing I'm going to catch out here is a cold.
And with me under pressure to reel in our supper, it looks like we're all about to go hungry.
You did say you had some sausages in the fridge, didn't you?
Well, the fish might not be biting, but I'm the one who's come here and ended up hooked. And just as much as the shoreline defines the Costa del Sol, so do the huge brooding mountains that provide such an imposing backdrop to the sea. For the final property on my Costa del Sol sojourn, I'm climbing towards the peaks of the Sierra de Tejeda, between Malaga and Granada, in one of Spain's newest and highest national parks. I couldn't come to southern Spain without visiting a type of home found only in this part of the world. This is a cortillo, a rambling farmstead of whitewashed walls and orange pan tiles. But here it's a double delight, as there's a brace of these fabulous buildings for me to explore. Dutch and American owners Mark Vils and Alan Hazel are the people lucky enough to live, work, and occasionally rent out these wonderful properties.
Where do you actually live?
Well, that depends. We're on site all the time. We live in either this house or in the other house, depending on if one is rented. Depends on the season as well.
You close the front gate and you just feel like you're in beautiful nature. You hear the fountain trickle, you hear the wind, you hear all the elements. There are stunning gardens and it really feels like paradise up there.
Traditionally, a cortillo is comprised of several separate buildings with compact rooms. But here in the higher of the two houses, the interior has been liberated. Walls have been removed and contemporary fixtures and fittings installed, creating a modern, open-plan living space. Light-reflecting white walls keep interiors cool. And throughout the rooms, there are echoes of the building's 150-year-old history.
Where did you get your design inspiration for this property?
This whole ridge is called the hunting ridge, Loma de la Casaria in Spanish. So we called it a hunting lodge to reflect, the locale.
Hence the heads of antelopes and
exactly the
skins. And
okay, but just very subtle little references.
Yeah, you don't want to overdo it.
No, too much taxidermy is enough for
Yes.
Ex-business consultant Mark and Alan, a former teacher, bought the estate 7 years ago, lured by its isolated yet spectacular location.
It's great you've got a big view out to the sea, haven't you, and all these hills.
Love it.
Massive scale to everything.
Yes. And up here we have the summer lounge. This is the best spot of the entire estate. In the summer, always a little breeze. We watch TV here at night on a big screen.
I see you've got a nice bed up here.
Yes, this is a day bed. This is for the siesta.
Yeah.
Actually, in this house, in both houses actually, everything you can do inside, like bedrooms, dining rooms, lounges, we have everything inside and outside.
So it sort of seasonally flips, and then you sort of move around seasonally depending on which house takes your fancy.
Yes, and depending on the time of the year.
But both of the houses are very different characters.
Yes.
Should we go and see the other one?
Yes.
Go on then.
Good idea.
Let's go.
Cortillos derive their name from the Latin for courtyard and have their origins in ancient Roman villas.
What a lovely courtyard.
Yes.
And while the second of the two homes isn't quite that old, Mark and Alan have kept it true to its traditional roots.
There's a much more traditional feel about this, isn't there?
This is the traditional old farmhouse, and this space was more or less the way we found it.
Mark and Alan retained the exposed beams from timbers felled on the local hillsides, adding original Spanish ceramics that are perfect for knocking up a traditional hunter's stew.
More bedrooms?
Yes.
Wow. Little narrow corridors.
Thick walls and small windows to combat the piercing summer sun have also been retained to keep this cortillo's integrity intact.
Beautiful, beautiful furniture in here. It's got a really lovely old kind of charm to it. Really lovely contrast to the house next door.
Yeah.
And I really quite enjoy the fact that it's not a very rational layout. You know, you're going through corridors and rooms and sort of discovering as you go.
My visit to Mark and Alan's fantastic cortillos could be the perfect metaphor for my journey along the Costa del Sol, and affirms that there's more than golden beaches for us Brits to find here.
Just a few miles inland, it's like stepping into the past. You can find unspoiled, rugged, beautiful landscape, and in real contrast to the melee down there, you can find peace and tranquility.
To mark my last day on the coast of sun, Mark, Alan and a few friends have arranged to send me off in authentic Andalusian style.
What's so amazing in a way is that you've just come a few miles up the coast, but somehow it feels like you're a world away. This is Andalusia.
This is the real Spain, you know. It's exactly the reason why we live here. It really has all the authenticity still.
I'm in Italy and the sun-bleached southern region of Puglia, where quirky cones contain sensational homes. Contemporary cubes bask in reflected glory, and beautiful townhouses teeter precariously above sea caverns.
You just walk in and go, whoa, look.